Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss the two important aspects. The question it has to be asked in the examination like this: define internet, explain different methods of accessing the internet for 6 marks or maybe 5 marks. So the first, the definition of internet. The internet is the global system of interconnected computer network that use TCP/IP protocol to link billions of devices worldwide. So as we all know that internet, it is a globally interconnected computers or maybe nodes or maybe laptops or maybe desktops, which is going to using a TCP/IP. TCP means transmission control protocol, IP means internet protocol. So in this TCP, whenever we are going to make use of wired connection, at the time the must and should which is going to use the TCP protocol. The characteristics are decentralized. There is no central controlling entities are present, because different service provider, they are going to providing the internet connections and services based on TCP/IP for communication. In this TCP/IP, we will be having the IPv4, IPv Internet Protocol version 4 and then Internet Protocol version 6 are present. So which is going to use it for a communication purpose. Enables the various services such as web browsing, email, file sharing, desktop sharing, telnet, and then authentication, like that several applications we can use under the internet. And then what are the components are present? Clients, devices that request the services from a servers, which means what, end users. And then servers, which is going to providing the services to the clients. So system that provide resources and then services to the clients. Routers and then switches, which will make a connectivity between one switch and then another switch, or maybe from one router to the another router across the network. And then ISP, internet service providers. So organization that provides access to the internet. There are several internet service providers are present to provide the internet connectivity. If you look at this diagram, we can able to understand how internet which will be get connected. So in this, customer networks are present, provider networks, and then peer points are present, backbones, and then we are going to having a provider network as well as a customer network. In this, several provider network as well as the backbones which will get connected to provide the services for internet. So next, what are all the accessing the internet methods are present? So here they will be having the some methods of accessing are present. So first it is going to indicating dial-up. So in this dial-up connections connects to the internet using a telephone line. So this is the olden approach. So if you take an example of landline cable, so either we can use the call or maybe internet. We need to dial a number and then it should be get connected. So from that we can able to access the internet. So in this low speed and then outdated method, only 56 kbps it is the maximum speed. So next, DSL, digital subscriber line. So uses telephone lines but allows simultaneous voice and then data transmission. So it is faster than the dial-up to 100 Mbps. Next, cables, uses cable television lines to provide high-speed internet up to 1 Gbps. You can just observe the what and all the bandwidth it has been increasing from 56 kbps, again 100 Mbps and then 1 Gbps. So next, advanced concept or maybe technique will use the optical fiber. Uses the light to transmit the data through the optical fibers. So which will uses the light as a signal and then it has to be passed in the optical fiber cables. And then from that we'll get extreme high speed up to 10 Gbps and beyond we are getting a speed. Next, fifth, there is a satellite which is going to provide the internet access via satellite communication useful in remote areas. in each and every area, it is very difficult to provide a fiber optical cable or maybe any cable mechanism. At the time and all, we can able to use the satellite communication. So we'll use the mobile, right? So within that also we should provide a connectivity or maybe base stations. And the next mobile broadband, wireless internet access through the cellular network, 3G, third generation, fourth generation, 5G, and then Google balloons, etc. Widely accessible but may have data limits. So next, Wi-Fi access, wireless local area networking technology that allows the device to access the internet within the range of wireless router. Wireless router, it can be used for education purpose or maybe personal usage, but which will be having some distance limitations. We should be able to provide a connected internet connectivity to the router. So from that, it will be get connected within some range. So examples common in home, offices and then public places. Thank you.